Oh, Halloween time. A time for pumpkin spice everything, black hats, ghosts, witches, and that great Charlie Brown special about a homicidal, alien-possessed pumpkin. Wait, what? Gather round, kiddies, and I'll tell you a creepy tale. On one Hallows Eve, after all the trick-or-treating and all the kids were sound asleep, above the clouds, an unforeseen horror was approaching. Out in the great pumpkin patches, an asteroid containing an evil alien species crash lands. The alien finds the closest thing and possesses it. You guessed it, a pumpkin. The insatiable gourd lusted for human flesh and proceeded to go on a killing rampage in the nearest town. Since all of the children were safe and sound in their beds, the alien went after all of the adults. The next morning, the children awoke to see all of the carnage left behind. The scene was so intense that everyone managed to black it out of their minds. Except for one kid, Linus. So Linus has to sacrifice one of his friends to the Great Pumpkin every year so their community can live in peace. Pretty spooky, right? Now this could explain why he convinces Lucy to wait for the Great Pumpkin with him with the promise of gifts and toys. Plus, at the beginning of the TV special, Linus is sickened when Lucy begins to cut a hole in one of the pumpkins. This shows that Linus thinks pumpkins are alive. So where are all of the adults? We hear something talk to them when they're at school, but that doesn't sound like a person. So have we been deceived by the Great Pumpkin? Look, don't be scared. I'm going to show you why this conspiracy doesn't make the cut. The reason the teachers make that noise in the show was actually an artistic decision by Charles Schulz. In the comic strip, the adults are never seen, to make sure that the kids are the main focus. So when they started to make the animated series, Schulz wanted to make sure that idea translated. So that's where we get that trumpet noise from.
It's my turn next. Here's my first word of the spelling bee. Failure? Yes, ma'am. That's an easy one.
Charles Schulz went on to say that he had no clear motivation for the Great Pumpkin, besides the fact that he wanted one of the kids to get Halloween confused with Christmas. This is more of a holidays than anything else. Plus, the Great Pumpkin never even comes. Good grief. But this theory is pretty scary, so in the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to give the Great Pumpkin theory 3 rocks out of 5. Thank you guys so much for watching this very spooky episode of Cartoon Conspiracy. If you click around, you can check out a preview for next week's video and catch up on what you missed last week. You can also see some of the cool cartoons we have here on Channel Frederator. Also, if you click somewhere around here, you can even join the Channel Frederator network. But make sure you subscribe. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys next week.